playing more Gradius Origins here. And I was trying easy mode earlier, but I'm just going to play invincible mode because even though this was one of my favorite shmups on the Super Nintendo, I still have the cartridge. I'm just not that good at the arcade version, and I'm not... It's been a long time since I've played these games and my abilities. So I always like this edit mode, where you get to pick different types of missile. So I would usually pick homing, and you could pick vertical, spread gun, tail gun, or freeway. We'll use tail gun, and I'll pick C laser, my favorite option, also known as multiple. Force field, these are all cool. I guess I'm invincible, so I'll use free shield because it looks cool. Reduce, normal, or speed down will... Oops.
Destroy them all!
Destroy them all. Alright, so anyway, indeed I better do that. And just gather all of the... Oh, I missed that last one. See, so... In this game, unlike the American versions of Salamander known as Life Force, you gather these power-up capsules. I might have just died there, but it's invincible mode, so it let me through. But anyway, so you gather these power-ups, and then you fill up that marker at the bottom. So now, if I trade it in, I will get a laser. And then I can start filling up again. Go for the golden, orange-colored enemies, or destroy a squadron of... Ironically, now I'm doing better. Now that I'm playing invincible mode and it doesn't even matter. Alright, option. Multiple also. But anyway, it is, you see, that would have destroyed me there. It is hard to avoid that one. That little beast. And on the Super Nintendo one, I was noticing, I don't think the Super Nintendo one has these lions made of sand. It does have sand dragons. But anyway, let's see. So I could buy double at this point, but if I bought double, I would be losing my hard-earned laser. I don't want to do that. I want to buy another laser. Oh, well, can I buy another? I can't buy another laser. That's interesting. Notice it would have blown me up several times at this point. Oh, the question mark.
Shield.
Aha, so the shield is approaching me. And did it already get blown away by their shots? Probably. But there would have been a shield surrounding me, see. Of course, in this style of game, you get one hit point. There's no energy bar that gives you tolerance. You go right back to the zone beginning. If you die, notice how it does have the realistic slowdown that would be in this game. And it's like, on so many types of games, you're like, slow down, how lame, right? But in this type of game, alright, so, yes. They're called multiple because one multiple multiplies your firepower, but then two multiples, you keep getting multiple multiples until whatever the maximum that you can have is. It could be 3, could be 4, depending on the game and the version. See, that would have been another burnout for me. Wow, a 3-headed dragon. Let's appreciate him before we blast him away with multiple lasers here. What's he gonna do? Anything? Alright, sand swirls there. But notice, one strategy is to set my multiples in a place where they will hit him, but then I get out of the way. That is a valid strategy in the world of Gradius. See there? So it's like if I set up my multiples there and just sort of let them hover, they could damage him while I was safer by being out of the line of fire. Oh, that would have destroyed me. Anyway, so just you gotta know when to be inside the spiral, and this is something that you have to deal with an R-type also. Oh yeah, they would have wiped me out. Oh well. So but anyway, yeah, the slowdown often ends up being your friend in this type of game, because it's like the full speed of everything flying at you at the same time is too much to even deal with. And of course, arcade games are known for sometimes having much higher difficulty than their home conversions, because they want you to keep putting the quarters in the system. Ah, see, so there goes, leaving my multiples levitating in a useful area. And it's like, indeed, once you build up a lot of power-ups, then ironically,
Multiple.
you're not going to lose. Alright, so this one lets me have 4 multiples in addition to my the mysterious bubble level. And obviously, don't remember what year this game appeared in, but the graphics are very nice with cool pixel shading and stuff. See if I can get up there. I can let my multiples clear that out. Alright, let's see. We'll buy a shield and I'll actually try to keep it. So these are pseudo-raised graphics. Sort of get the impression of much higher fidelity, and yeah, I am pretty sure that the SNES one does not have this many. Alright, so here comes my levitating shield. It's like you can hear it blocking the shots. It is getting shrunk down enemies from all sides, but the multiples that are following me help defend me. Oh, I should have gotten the speed up there. There is no reason. Let's buy the double. Why not? So there's the double. And you see, I have lost my laser, but now I can fire behind the ship. And it's like, why is that so special? But when you're dealing with a ship that always flies to the right, never ever turns to the left, no matter what, you sometimes really need... See, it's warning me, stuff is coming from behind. Sometimes you need to be able to fire behind you, especially if you're dealing with some weird boss that goes behind you. How nice, it's giving me those warnings that did not appear in the original titles. So then, let's see, so I could switch back to laser. Wow. Yeah, a few fatal shots there already. By the laser again. Now get speed up. And one more speed up, 2 speed ups. It's almost too speedy. So I have to now speed speed level 2, I sort of have to fly carefully, but look how wide it spaces the multiples. And if I get that exclamation point, I think it actually will undo all the power-ups that I have so far. What a shame that would be. Blasting. Bubble, bubble, toilet trouble. Gradius 3. It's a GRADIUS is one of the greatest of shmups, an abbreviation for shoot 'em ups in gaming history, and even if everyone gets obsessed with 3D games these days, this 2D game series is still really fascinating to consider. So, and it's like if you made this game in 3D, people have tried to render shmups in 3D. The most obvious or the most well-known example of that being Star Fox series, but it's still not quite the same. Still not quite the same, and it is realistic, but it's also difficult to perceive what is even going on in a full three-dimensional field of stuff. I'm doing pretty good, considering. And the slowdown is definitely helping me here to evade all these shots. This is definitely harder than the SNES game was. I think on the SNES game you could set individual difficulty levels, like at least 3 of them. What happens if I get that? Let's find out. Okay, so it just turns me back to normal shots. But I don't lose my multiples, and I don't lose my speed. Okay. Amoeba, or whatever this is. And that's not technically an amoeba, it's kind of an amoeba. But an amoeba doesn't have that circulatory system, I don't believe. So it's sort of hybrid. But anyway, in this case, I'm sort of holding back a little bit, but you see what I'm doing is blasting away at this blob structure here until we could finally reach that eye. Wow. And of course you can fly in there, but it is really risky to do so. Better to not do that, and you can use your multiples, but you can also pile up your multiples like that, and then concentrated firepower there, which finally got to him. Interesting, the side graphics show different stuff. I'm not going to get another speed up because it would get hard to control. We'll use double, just because I have a feeling that we might, not sure what we're going to be up against the next level. But I'll get ready the possibility of switching to laser. Whoa. Looks like the Scream crossed with H.R. Giger in that background. I am not sure. It is possible that this Super Nintendo adaptation of this game does not have this level, because this does not look familiar to me, except of course for the obvious design influences. It's like so much influenced by the sci-fi movies of the era. H.R. Giger's designs for Alien, of course Star Wars, and various anime things along the way. Alright, so that microbe is coming to visit me. And I don't know why it went to the back of me there, but you can see maybe this is the best choice to have forward and backward firing stuff, because there is a lot going on. You know, I guess we never realized how much easier. Oh, and I haven't been using my missiles either. How much easier the Super Nintendo one was. Alright, switch out to laser. C laser. I don't know what C stands for. But it seems to be going in little spiral barber poles there, right? These plants are trying to get me. But can my seeking missiles, I selected those. Can my seeking missiles help me deal with those plants by getting to their core? The leaf core there. Now later on, Gradius V, which a lot of us consider to be the best Gradius ever, you could do all sorts of cool things with your multiples and have your multiples freeze in a specific position, kind of like this. You see now, if that guy comes after me, he will hit my multiple, which is following far behind me. And the multiple will stop it. Oh, those shots. Little crystal shots got me there. Let's see. Alright, we're doing okay. Growing areas there. You always wonder, why did they leave this level out? What was hard to program or just considered not interesting enough to use the memory space? I mean, if you think about it, I guess my seeking missiles now have covered the back direction. So, buy this,
Shield.
get the special microbe shield. Oh, flies all around me. Oh, the monster plant. That's certainly sinister. So it has this little thing down here. The question is, what is its actual weak spot? Oh my gosh, it's grabbing the ship. It's drawing it in. Actually, I do remember that I have battled this thing before sometime. So, by having higher speed, I may need higher speed to get away from that when it does the draw-in attack. So, yeah, alright, it's trying to draw me in. I don't know how you're supposed to even get past this, because it's drawing you in, it's shooting out those gold things, and it's got also those green leaves being pulled in from the rest of the plants. Wow. So there it is, drawing me in again. Alright, finally got it, but wow, you know. How would I get past that without being on invincible mode? Departure for space. Ah, alright, so this is another free scrolling level. Another Gradius, I guess it appears in Gradius 2 was the first free scrolling up and down level that lets you explore wider territory. It's definitely not free roaming, but it has some small degree of freedom that a shmup might or might not let you have. And the Parodius series also, look at that spacing. That is because my speed is so high. And now you can see why maybe it would be good for me to have the speed down option. Because I could easily just slam into the scenery. And here we are back at Gradius 1, it's like one thing the Gradius series does is it keeps referring you back to an earlier time. I guess it's come full circle, hasn't it? Here we are, once again, looking at those bases with their little things. In the mountains, the trees, and this sort of anti-gravity thing of trees being upside down on the ceiling. These levitating asteroid islands here. And then some of these rock shelves, I think, you can blast them. And then there are big volcanoes and other stuff. It's a really cool sort of space environment when you can sit back and appreciate it instead of worrying about being blasted away every single second like you are in Gradius 1 and 2. That's right, you know, games are an art form, and it's nice to be able to appreciate them. I see it circling around me to sort of protect everything. What's going to come up? Of course it is the famous volcano. So can I blow up the volcano? I can. Especially if I have a lot of firepower. But at least I can focus my lasers on it and then absorb those rocks. Have my multiples. See, that would have probably crashed me into the ground there. Right, well anyway, I'm going to use the save feature here. Falling ceiling rocks. It's like, that implies there is gravity here in this area, whereas other parts of the design suggest there is no gravity. Alright, we're going to stop for a minute. Or not. There we go. Alright. Please subscribe, leave your comments. VJ Franz K looking into classic gaming. I remember these times, and maybe you do too.